Good morning, Cam Brewer here for Cam's Mortgage Minute for Tuesday, September 18th. Well, recently I had an interesting experience. My iPhone, I had misplaced it at a Tim Hortons and I came back a few minutes later and where I'd left it, it was gone. Somebody had walked off with it. I tried calling that number, I tried texting them, I tried offering a reward, but hey, to no avail. So that forced me to have to go into the Bell store to buy a brand new one. Now, I wasn't thrilled about the idea because I had an old iPhone 3, I guess, and I know the 4 had come out and there was a lot of hoopla, go buy the 4. Personally, I was quite happy with what I had and I didn't really care if I upgraded or not. But I also saw a lot of enthusiasm in that store about the new iPhone 5 coming out, which I guess there's a lot of excitement around that. One thing Apple has done well, and that's let all of us market their products. They're brilliant, and I'm sure somewhere, wherever Steve Jobs is, he's smiling profusely over that one. But it also got me to thinking about the fact that people nowadays are always constantly upgrading, changing, wanting the latest, the greatest. We know the new iPad will come out, the new BlackBerry will come out. There's always something new coming out. And our disposable income is always going to all these things. Why are we not putting money away for savings? I mean, I see clients here all the time and nobody really thinks about putting money aside. And when I ask them where their money goes, it goes to multiple places, everywhere from going to coffee shops, to eating out, to, again, iPhones, to cell plans, to all these different things. And it's basically no thought given to a rainy day. Everybody's belief is that, hey, the sun will always be shining, I don't need an umbrella, and really, why do I need to put money aside? And also, I'm only getting like 1% return in the bank, why would I put my money in the bank? But people have a lot of debt. That's one of the smartest ways you can save money. It's by eliminating your debt. Pay down things. Pay down your credit cards. Pay down your lines of credit. Pay down your car loans. Put money into your TFSA, tax-free savings account, areas which you earn a return and basically the government doesn't take any money for it. There's a lot of different opportunities, but they're not sexy. They're not exciting. They can't dial up, they can't bring up the latest pictures in Hawaii. I mean, savings are not that something that anybody gets thrilled about. I just wish that people would take them as seriously as they take all the other things. And just to give you a historical context of where savings are, in the last 50 years, back in 1962, basically data taken from the first quarter of each year revealed that 6.5% of the money was being saved. So essentially for every dollar, 6.5% was being put away. 72, 9.8%. 1982, 21.2%. Well, I'll tell you why that happened. In 79-80, when the rates went stupid and nobody could afford anything, they quickly realized that, wait a minute, we better have some savings if something goes wrong in the future. And that generation started to save. But by 92, that number had dropped down to 12.4%, so people had kind of forgotten about it. Now their kids in 2002 were saving 4.8%. That was a long distant memory. I mean, and now in 2012, our savings rate is 2.9%. Now, mind you, I know that returns are low, but the reality is that nobody really worries about it because people of today's generation don't remember 1979 or 80. That's unfathomable to them. How could rates ever be 21, 22%? Well, as I've mentioned to you guys many times before, rates are historically low. Even if we have 3.5% today and rates went to 5.5%, 6%, or 7%, that's a doubling anyway. So no matter what you do, back then rates were running around 9, 10% and then doubled to 20%. So really, inversely, the relationship's the same. I mean, we're going to have a doubling. A doubling could occur at any time or even a slight increase. So bottom line is, how do you weather that storm so you don't get caught? Put money aside. Just, a little bit at a time. They recommend 10% a year. Anyway, I know I'm going on, and I know that this is not exactly exciting. It's boring. It's not sexy. It's not the new iPhone 5. All I say is make sure that all your other stuff's up to date. If you're going to spend $600 on an iPhone 5 or $800 or whatever it is, take an equal amount, put that away in your savings account. Then at least you'll have balanced it out and you're going to maybe feel a little better. Anyway, it's been Cam for Cam's Mortgage Minute, and I will see you tomorrow.